Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's been great this season for many, many reasons, and one of them being just the new darker tone. And this episode really works with the darker tone, and figuratively and literally, as we see Coulson and Robbie and Fitz almost being sucked into another dark dimension. And I love the Doctor Strange tie-in, how they did it this episode. Of course, they had Ada make the portal, basically sort of make one of the tools that they use in Doctor Strange to create portals to other realities, and she basically brings them back at the end of the episode, but not without the team having to go through some struggles first. It was a really good idea for them to make Mac possessed with Ghost Rider. I feel like that was a very good plot point. Mac was at his lowest point in a long time, so it makes sense that he'd be vulnerable to, the Ghost of Vengeance, and that it would want to take him over. And so I really think that was interesting. I also loved the whole plot line, that how they tied in Radcliffe and Ada, because they've sort of been on the sidelines this season, but they came full circle this episode because, of course, Ada read the Darkhold and sort of made that portal and everything. And, of course, at the beginning of the episode, we get that reveal that she's making her own brain. It sort of looked like what happened with Jarvis and what happened with Ultron. And I really do like how they involved them in the plot this week. This episode, just the plot was so cohesive. Every member of the team was doing something to get the team back or dealing with the fallout, and it's really good. This episode also had this really cool parallel aspect to it, to where we saw all the events through the eyes of the people in our reality, and all the events take place in the reality of the other people, Robbie and Fitz and Coulson, and it was very cool. And they even did the lighting differently, of course, because it was getting darker and darker as they were switching dimensions. It was just so entertaining, and I love how Robbie Reyes makes the deal even an even bigger deal with Ghost of Vengeance whenever he says, come back to me and I will help you settle all your scores. So this sets up Robbie Reyes to be in either this show or in his own standalone show for quite a long time after this series is over with or while this series is going. And I really do like his portrayal of the Ghost Rider, so I was so happy whenever that happened. This episode had action, it had character, it had, parallel storylines, all that, where we got to see all the events take place from one perspective, one from another. It had a nice dark tone to it. We got to see Mac at his low point become the Ghost Rider, and we got to see so much great action and emotion, honestly, with figuring out that Gemma had been, shipped off to who knows where. So this episode was phenomenal. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has really been on top of its game this season. So I had to give Deals with Our Devils, Season 4, Episode 7 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. probably an 8.5 out of 10. It was just a phenomenal episode. I won't give it a 9 because I feel like there was some, not that it wasn't entertaining at all times, but I feel like there were some pacing issues, especially, it was cool how they did the parallel, but at the beginning of the episode, I felt like they waited too long to do the parallel, because we had no idea what would happen to them, and it's sort of frustrating. But I'd have to give this up an 8.5 because all the good outweighs all the bad. So I hope you've enjoyed my review. Remember to like and subscribe for more. This has been Jonesy from Jonesy TV, signing off.